especially in tongue. Love and peace. Let's say thanks to the police.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. It's Monday, so that means the TTPS joins us. I want to welcome back Inspector Michelle Lewis. Good morning.
Good morning to you, and good morning, of course, to all your listeners.
Inspector, you come out in khaki for them this morning, girl.
It's a serious time.
Serious time, eh?
We're not making jokes.
That means you're on the clock right through.
On the clock. And I'm taking timing from the Commissioner of Police.
Yeah. Well, how you feel about the new commissioner?
I'm woman.
Proud, huh?
I'm woman. So I congratulate her yet again, Ma'am Earl Christopher, for the appointment to the rank of Commissioner of Police.
I see the glow. You're glowing like you're real
Trinidad
proud.
and Tobago. Yes, we are.
Nice,
we are.
man.
We, male and female, are proud.
Nice, man.
Yes.
Happy to hear that.
Yes,
Happy to hear
yeah.
that. So we look forward to seeing what happens under her rule. But this morning, I want to get into the conversation one time. We're still in Carnival.
We're still in Carnival.
So we're still talking Carnival Safety.
We're still talking Carnival Safety, and it is important that we keep reminding members of the public of the importance for self-preservation, and of course being responsible out there. So this morning we want to capture some scenes that can happen, probable scenes that can happen, maybe from going to a fair, a carnival event, or coming home late at night, as the case may be. So I have a team with me today, and we're going to show members of the public possibilities that could happen.
Okay.
We know that the situation out there is real. We see reports of robbery and larceny still occurring. It could be simple or otherwise, but it's a criminal offense. And so we want members of the public to be very aware, very alert. And when we can help, of course, we give these tips. So this morning, I have a team, and I will introduce the team after all the excitement is done.
All right, no problem.
All right?
So we're going to get into the different scenes. Let's start with the first one being what, larceny?
So we're going to go first with the larceny.
All right, so again, I want you to make sure and define what larceny is so that people understand what it is we show in this first scene.
Right, so you want me to...
Get them a definition of what larceny is according to the police.
Okay, so larceny would not be like any fear or anything like that.
Right.
So it might be one person or so, and they come upon you and they take something.
Right. But this is with you knowing they're taking it or without you knowing they're taking it?
Well, they would have come upon you, no fear.
No fear.
In robbery, of course, there's a level of fear with two or more persons.
And intimidation.
And intimidation.
All right. So larceny is like if they break into your car and you're not there.
Right, but in this case, we're using persons.
Okay.
So they would have come and grabbed the person's handbag or the cell phone, because somebody just come and grab it.
And run.
Yeah, so you were unaware, but you're making me talk before we even see these things.
I'm just checking to make sure we understand the definition. All right, let me go. So how are we doing this?
Right, so we're going now into the team that I have here, and so they would do first the larceny.
All right. Larceny, take one. So all your linemen, right? Them in our party linemen. That's what's going on there, right? And these two gentlemen who are not so gentle. Why you take this? She didn't even realize it, listen. Look trouble.
So larceny, no fear.
But what he take? He's so good I didn't even see what he take.
And that's how cunning
Ah.
criminal activity and persons with criminal elements and intent operate.
But so then, all right, so what just took place there would have been a larceny. They didn't even realize, the two young ladies didn't even realize something is missing from their person just yet. So at what point does it become criminal? When they go back to the car and they try to...
But they continue.
Oh, they continue. Now, go ahead.
That's a pretty larceny. No problem. That's it.
So the ladies now are going by the motor vehicle to open their vehicle.
Right.
So two friends went out linemen. And so they went back to the vehicle now. And they have now left the scene. So you would have seen a demonstration, so you were talking in between it, and you were indicating that they were none the wise of what actually took place.
Right.
Right. So we elaborate
when
a
they
little
get
bit
back
more.
to their vehicle now, they realize that they don't have the car keys.
Right.
Or the car even there still?
No, but we would elaborate a little more on what just took place.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're going into the second skit at this time.
All right, go ahead.
Which is a robbery. So you'll see some fear.
Okay.
And you'll some reaction.
Attempted.
Yes?
And you'll go back and front, Go. Let's go. Yeah, what's that? taking everything. I taking. Are we gonna? Yeah, that's an easy food, boy.
Hey, what's that? I don't want anything with you.
What you taking on?
Just now, who doing the robbery?
That bad girls, boy. God.
We want to emphasize that if someone has a firearm or a gun or any type of weapon like that that is lethal, we won't advise this. But of course, where you can defend yourself, we certainly encourage you to do so and then leave the scene. Contact the police and report it accordingly. Yes?
All right. So just to make sure the people with the fear was instilled in fear was the fellows?
Yes, sir.
Just making sure.
And so it sometimes people take persons for granted.
Right.
Not
and
knowing their capabilities.
There we go. Okay.
And so we encourage training within the TTPS and as well outside to members of the public. You know, there are training being offered all over. And of course, you know, there is the pepper spray that is available to members of the public as well.
Right.
And so we go into the third scene.
The third one is what now?
So the third, so we'll just let them do
All
and
right,
then
go ahead.
It's a live skit.
Go down. Run and grab her neck one time.
Hey, wait for my friend. Hey, listen, leave her alone. Leave her. Beat him.
What is going on there? What is? Wait, just now. Leave a partner alone, girl. Leave a partner alone. What going on with you? What going on? What the heck? Nah, man.
So at this time, I will introduce the four persons that we had. So we had WPC Coffee, WPC Daniel, Constable Riley, and Sergeant Beard, all attached to the Guard and Emergency Branch under the stewardship of Senior Superintendent Eli and his team there. So I would ask Sergeant Beard now at this time to just come and give us a synopsis of what would have taken place
Come forward,
with the three incidents.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
To the set morning to Trinidad and Tobago. This is just really basic self-defense that we'd have done here. The idea is that whenever you're confronted, there's always a fight or flight syndrome that you'll get. Now, if you're in a situation where, for instance, the gun, give up everything. That's all right, give up. And still try to leave the hostile environment as fast as you can. If you're in a situation there where you can fight or you're back against the wall, you can't fight, please fight and get out. The girls are running out of the hostile environment immediately. You just do that. Do what you have to do and leave, please. All right? What we just did, as I said, is a really basic self-defense. There are vulnerable areas that you can strike to, the throat, the eyes, the groin area that everybody knows. That's all right. As long as it's available, go at it, leave the hostile environment.
Okay, so the first one would have been larceny, where, as Inspector mentioned, there was no fear. It's just you come and you take the things.
But she wasn't aware that I actually went into a purse and took something.
How do we prevent that from happening? What measures can you put in place to prevent that?
Whether you're going to a fete, or especially for Carnival now and coming from a fete, because coming from the fete is more where you're more vulnerable.
Yes.
Go in a posse. Go in a big gang of people. That's all right. The more the merrier. All right? So at least everybody's eyes will be peeled somewhere. So if somebody's coming to take you or coming to take anything from you, or you see somebody who's undesirable, somebody's going to raise an alarm.
Right.
Somebody's going to raise an alarm and say, hey, what's that man? What's that man? What's that woman?
But
she looks strange.
I also think that there's a period when you're in a party and you might be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because like you all just did that, your pickpocket is essentially what you did. The pickpocket and she didn't even realize because she's busy having her time.
Correct.
So is it that we have to curb our enthusiasm when it comes to partying to make sure that we...
This is the relevant time, so I know that alcohol will be part of it. But still,
half the problem right there. Yeah. Half the problem.
We still have to make sure that you got your head on. Yeah, you have to be thinking, because as much as we work, the bandits will work too, because that's their job, right? So.
All right. So robbery is the next one that you all did.
Yes.
Robbery would have been the one.
It's an attempted robbery, actually. The girls were in the fight mode. So, yeah.
All right. So you're saying that in a situation where somebody's approaching you to rob you, if they don't have a deadly weapon.
Yes.
What is a deadly weapon?
A deadly weapon could be a knife,
Right.
or it could be a gun.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes you can come with a club, but this is it. If you know you can handle, if you have been trained and you know you can handle, please do quickly, do what you have to do quickly, and remove yourself from the hostile environment.
Where would you recommend some people go to get trained in order to be able to be
As
better
the
prepared?
inspector was saying, there's training centers all over the country. There's all over the country. And choose one that fits your lifestyle, right? Because it's a change of lifestyle when it comes to actually getting into martial arts or getting any kind of combat training. So you choose one.
And the third one, what would you class that one under?
Oh, well, again, she was already captured by a headlock, right?
Right.
The thing is, you got to fight out of it because her friend is there, and it's going to be very intimidating to know, well, look, oh gosh, my friend is going to die. But the young lady who was already captured, she defended herself. She defended herself by releasing that choke, making sure she can breathe, go to his eyes, turn, groin kick, and continue.
Hit the vulnerable areas.
Yes. The
All right,
vulnerable
Sarge.
areas.
Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning
Thank
and
you
for
very
sharing
much.
with us this morning.
Okay.
Inspector, any closing words before we wrap up today's segment?
Time already going.
Yeah, girl.
But we really want to encourage members of the public, as they saw with the purse, so don't have anything too valuable on you. Don't have no last set of cash with you and anything valuable. Of course, if you know you have your cell phone, most time people have it in their hand.
Yeah.
But try to be conscious of what you have on. So do not drink or consume that amount of alcohol that your senses and your ability and your judgment is impaired.
Yeah.
Of course, be the situation with crime, and so we really want persons to be responsible where that is concerned. So of course, if you see something, say something. Partner with the TTPS, call 800 TIPS 999-555, and of course 736-8877 TTPS.
Inspector, thank you very much for joining us, and the entire team, thank you guys very much for joining us this morning.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break and we come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. A lot more in store for you guys still, so stick around.
Let's say thanks to the police all around, especially